What's up, guys? See if you can hear me. Let me fix this mic. Let me make sure everything's good on the live show, the chat. Let me see. Are we set? I can't even see. All right. Looks like we're good. I was wondering what was going on here. All right. Saturday, Cinco de Mayo for some not, some at work, some chilling. But we're here live talking about weekend finds. Susie Gum, what's up? Codename Panda Rose, nice, good to see you. Don Hustle, what's up? Relentless Teen, what's up? Good meeting you out there. Miami, Mr. Halfapino, good meeting you, sir. You're actually gonna come out in the next Out Hustled episode. I'm doing the edits, and there you go. Your face in all its glory. You're gonna be there. Outlet Finds, Zach, what's up? Hustle and Muscle, Paper Drew in the house. So some people coming in. I know it's weird. It's kind of weird on Saturdays going live. Most of the time it's like during the week. So I know I guess the live viewership isn't as big as the other times. And plus Hustle B, I don't know what he's doing. Kelly's World, what's up? Good meeting you too, Kelly. Let's see, Wanchusky, what's up? Jeff here as well. Isaiah here, Gritty Girl Boss, Flippin' Cheddar, good meeting you too. So a lot of people I just met in the Florida meetups up in here in the chat. So pretty cool talking to you guys. Massive Kobe Easter haul yesterday, 8 pairs. We're going to talk about that from the ones that I picked up today and how we should be pricing or what you should expect and what I guess how to tackle the situation with the Kobe's, because of course there's a lot of them out there, but keep in mind Kobe ADs are the only things coming out from here on out. A lot of the Kobe 11s have been doing really, really good, especially like the USA colorway. This one will do good well too, but I wouldn't panic right away just because of the markets. We're going to talk about that. Let's see, Ryan, good meeting you too out there in Tampa. Elliot's here. Yeah, Mr. Afropino. I'm glad you got them, not the other guy. That's hilarious. Yeah, for some weird reason. I'll talk about that too. How the guy posted them and then ended up finding them. So we'll talk about that. Let's start off with some of the finds I don't have any like info on, just like random things. So talked about it a little bit last time. Polar cameras, ended up finding more of them today. So that helps with the flea market finds, like $5 each. I talked about them. If you want to bundle them up, if you want to test them out, even if you don't want to test them out, the money is still there. But I would definitely pay like $3 to $5 max for them. But the money's always going to be there for these, and you always have those same buyers that are just going to buy them quickly. Once you list those bad boys up, they're always buying them in lots, fixing them up, doing the proper testing and fixing them up, and they sell them for pretty big money. So if you can find them, get them. All of the instant cameras. The other stuff, what else did I find? This one, No Edit Thursday. So this is actually for girls. It's like a mini Shaq jersey toddler dress thing. So, and a lot of the toddler stuff actually sells bigger or better than some like the bigger grade school sizes because they're just kind of rare. You don't really see. I mean, toddler jerseys are still super pricey. I remember I sold a Brady Patriots for like $40 or something. Like toddler jerseys, people love buying them, and they're just harder to find. So just a kind of cool Shaq find. I don't know if I'm going to sell it or I'm going to keep it, but then again, hopefully I would have a daughter at some point. Then they could wear this. But Lakers in the house. All right, that one. I think Can you see me? Am I here? Are we good? Making sure. Are we good? Are we back? Some reason Google, it said like couldn't reach Google's server or something. I've never seen that before. So I don't know what happened. All right. We're back. I got good thing. Good thing I had to start all over again. That would have been rough. All right, let's go to screen share and then I'll show you guys what I picked up. Let me see. Well, first thing, we'll go to the photos and all that. But picked up first one, Goodwill finds. Super huge, but Jordan 7s, and it's kind of funny because size 15 still follows me at Ross, and then he followed me through Goodwill, and now still huge. So this is actually a 2002 pair, and I don't know if you guys can see the inside, but I don't think you can see it there. There you go, $7.99 for the pair. Only bad thing is ungluing right here on the toe box. Other than that, they're good, but $7.99. Someone that wants to restore the toe box there and reglue that, they can do that. But even if you sold them, I mean, I think I've sold some shoes that were kind of falling apart, but because they're retros, you know what they're worth, 60, 70 bucks, $7.99, very low risk. So I was like, all right, cool, I'll take those. This find, which we're gonna talk about, I have the actually the eBay open, I guess the tabs open for it, but Ronaldinho, these cleats, these are where the cleats, they made them really good quality back in the day. So it's kind of like check out the leather. This is actually a kids model. It's a 6.5 in kids, so bigger kids, which helps. But for it being kids, the tongue is different, but crazy quality on them. And they were actually where's the price? They were $7.99 plus 50% off, so they came out to $4. With the yellow or green tag, I don't know, one of the tag sales. So pretty cool there. We're gonna take a look at the eBay listings so we can see these, but super good deal on that. And then this is more of like the Marshalls. Some of the Marshalls finds have been coming up lately. So triple black Prestos, and then, which I've worn these, and then triple white Prestos, which I think I have like 2 pairs left. Now, the triple black is selling better than the triple white, but I wouldn't just pass on them just because of the market, what it looks like right now. I think it's also a long-term hold that I think you can sell and get good money on for these, but the black ones sell a lot better. So we're going to talk about these and the black ones on eBay. Take a look at the listings, but the black ones and the white ones, you can pick them up, Marshalls, if you find them. I think I ended up finding like 4 pairs of the black and then 5 pairs of the triple white. And I actually just found this one the other day. So I have 1 left from the 5, and this one was just a random one that I got. So I got 2 left of the white ones. And then the Kobe Easters from Burlington. So this one, $59.99, and I ended up finding a total of 16 pairs, which we're going to talk about the breakdown, how I found 16 of them. Here's one full bag, these, and then we'll talk about what happened there. So let me go to the photos and we can go to the screen share real quick. Get out of this. I can change this real quick. Whoops. Wrong button. All right. Make sure you guys can see. All right. Random Leonardo. I found this one at Ross and I was like, oh man, it looks cool. This reminds me of Turtles 3. If you guys remember this movie, it was really crappy, Ninja Turtles 3, but it kind of has like that samurai look on here. And this was actually bigger than, we've seen these at Ross. They're kind of like the smaller ones. This one's way bigger. And I think it was $11.99. So if you're like a turtle fan, turtle collector, these are pretty cool. But to resell them though, they're not really selling that great. But anyway, took a picture of them. And I think they had like a case of 4. So I think it just dumped all 4 of them there. So I was like, all right, cool. Here was the Jordan 7s that I picked up. And that was the price. It was $7.99 for these. But yeah, they're super huge. Fan of the colorway, of course, Raptor 7s, but just Goodwill find there. And then here are the Ronaldinhos. These are Kids, like I said, size 6.5. A little beat up though. They have been used pretty good, but we just don't see them. They don't make them like they used to, so don't see them like this. So that we can show you guys in the completed listing. So here's a story with the Kobe's. I went on Friday to the far west side of town in my area. We only have 2 Burlingtons in my town, so I went to the far west side store, and then I found 3 pairs of the Kobe's. I was all right, cool, 3 pairs, it's solid, I'll take that. Before then, when in Orlando, when I was with Carlos, Relentless Resell, we found 1 pair, only 1 pair. So I don't know, either we went late or showed up at a different time, whatever it was. Found 1 pair, and Carlos was like, "No, go ahead, take it," like the gentleman that he is. And I was like, "All right, cool, I'll take it." I think it was a 10.5, and he's like, "I'm sure I'll find some other ones down the road." And I was like, "All right." And I've been looking in my area for like the last week or 2, found nothing. So I took home the 1 pair. And then on Friday, which is yesterday, I picked up these 3. And then I went this morning, and then it was just like massive Kobe explosion for the Kobe 11 Easter. And they had, someone asked me if I had size 14. I didn't have size 14. I had 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10, 10.5, 11, and 11.5. I didn't get 12 or 13. Actually, maybe I think it was 112. Might have been this one. But I didn't get 13 or 14, which the bigger sizes are always going to do good. But then it was just a lot of these. And I know other people too found quite a bit of pairs of them as well. So now it comes down to the strategy part on what we're going to do and how you're going to list them, how you're going to price them, what should you expect. And down the road, one thing to keep in mind, I mean, if you're thinking about Christmas time, Q4, that's when, of course, Hustle Beat did the best. That's where most people do the best, right? Bigger sales, bigger money, all of that coming in. Depends how you look at the items that you're picking up, because if this was a LeBron 13, you know what I mean? That's different. If it's LeBron 13, you know, we've seen them throughout the whole year at Ross, Burlington, and even at Marshall's, and they were still at like 79, things like that. That's a totally different game. They're going to keep coming out LeBron 14s, LeBron 15s. What I like about the Kobe, though, the Kobe USA for me had sold within like 2 weeks, and I had like, what, 4 or 5 pairs. They sold pretty quickly, all over the 120, 130 mark, and there was still flooded of them, quite a bit of them on eBay. This one, there is a flood of them on there. These are $59.99. And if you're looking at it as an investment part, there's no more Kobe 11s coming, or Kobe 10s, Kobe 11s. They're not coming out anymore. Kobe ADs from here on out. So we're not going to see retros of those anymore. And now I think to the point to where if you hold on to these, of course you keep them. I think down the road, obviously you're going to get way better money for them and not letting them go super cheap. I would rather let go of, I don't know, random Nikes, random things that I'm not really selling as good compared to talking about Kobe's, Kyrie's, Jordans, things like that. That's a totally different story. Let me go back on some of the video game. So these are just some of the random video game finds. This one I ended up finding at, you guys can't even see me, but I found this one at Savers, $1.99, selling for $18.89 right now on FBA, rank 20,000. Now check out this one, $39 used, Tiger Woods 12, and the ranking 12,000 in video games. This one I also picked up. This one I paid a little bit more. It's $4.99 at Savers. And the thing is that to remember when it comes to a lot of these video games is just that the money's going to be there because it's the same thing. Kind of like we talked about with the Kobe's, they're not coming out anymore. And the more and more we see like the new systems coming out with like downloading straight to the system, you're not going to get a lot of the older games. So people are still looking for them. Then where they're going to go? More than likely, you're going to go Amazon before eBay. Of course, get the 2-day prime shipping, things like that. But a lot of the older games, Look them up, even on if you wanted to sell them on eBay, but just double check, see what they're worth, what are they selling for. I think Marvel versus Capcom was another one that I sold not too long ago. This is just kind of like a rare sports type of thing because sports games don't usually do good. You see Madden 11, Madden 12, Madden 13 all over the place. I mean, that stuff I can understand. Yeah, you can pass, but the Tiger Woods, since his name can no longer be associated with the EA Sports golf games, that's why the Tiger Woods games sell pretty good. And Rock Band, Guitar Hero stuff sell pretty good too. And just look for the other games that are not necessarily sports related. The fighting games, the Tekkens, the Marvel vs. Capcoms, things like that. Research them. But Xbox 360, Wii, PS3, those will always do good compared to the PS4. Those type of games that you go to the pawn shops, they're still super pricey. So in that case, you're like, okay, how can I get a deal out of this? But with the 360 Wii games, those are the ones that are actually selling higher because you can't find them. And pawn shops have them for like, I think 3 for $5 was like a really good deal. I went at First Cash Pawn, 3 for $5, and I picked up pretty good amount of games. Like, all right, cool. They're all the older ones. They're like PS3, Wii, Xbox 360 only. Cool, take them. Do you guys hit up your stores every day? I try to go. I mean, Burlington, Ross, all that stuff at least like 3 or 5 times a week. I don't go every day. Even Saturdays is kind of rare. I didn't get to go to Burlington, this East Side one yesterday, and I was like, all right, cool. I'll go right when they open, so I don't have to wait in line because this week was out of control. This week, period, Ross had been pretty dry, but I was also hoping for a bigger week when I came back from Florida. But living so close to Mexico, actually they have the whole week off for Cinco de Mayo. So this whole week, Ross, Burlington, and Marshalls flooded with people. Lines are super long. And I was like, man, I was really hoping for a good week because they also got like Easter week off. So that whole week was off, flooded. And then now this week was off, flooded. So now I'm hoping next week we can get back to better Ross finds and build it up again because it was out of control this week. Let me go to the listings. Let's talk numbers and what we're kind of looking at here. So let me go to eBay. Where am I? All right, let's talk eBay numbers and what we're looking at for Kobe's and the Prestos and things like that. Let me see. Paper Drew. I found a bunch of Under Armour Batman tees last week. Yeah, Batman. I've seen less and less of the Rock ones coming out. What else was out there? I think some of the Superman ones too. Oh, and Star Wars. I think Star Wars Under Armour have also been coming out. Lucy, how far do you travel to your stores? Not super far. I actually have a route that I take, and I could go through all the stores within. I hit up, how many stores is that? Ross 1, Ross 2, Burlington 3, Ross 4, Ross 5, Ross 6, Marshalls 1. So probably around like 10 or 11 stores, and I usually do that for a good like 2 to 3 hours. I can hit up those same amount of stores and come back on the way home. So getting a good route is like half the battle. So you're not wasting a lot of gas, a lot of time and effort. There's sometimes too, just pop in. You're like, all right, I really didn't see too much of a certain pair, things like that. All right, cool. Go again the next day and figure that out. All right, let's go to Presto Triple White, which is what we've seen so far at Marshalls? Yeah. These are $49.99, and a lot of these have gotten down, but if you also notice too, only certain sizes. I was looking for which one sold pretty quickly was a size 9 or 9.5. Like I didn't see any of those live listings. That's gonna play a big difference here. So let's go to the men's and see what kind of sizes are here. So this is going to be crucial when you're out there sourcing and you do find, let's say, this shoe and the triple black. We're going to talk about both of them. This one, 6, 7, 7.5. Look, 7.5 has 3, 8.5, 7, 9.5, 7. I think this is one of them that sold pretty quick at the time. I didn't see some of these bigger sizes, 14 and 15. I did see quite a bit of 13 actually. That was 22, 12, there's 18. Check that out though. 11 and a half, 5, 10 and a half, 6. So even if you do see the shoe and you're like, okay, it's kind of tanking right now. I don't see I guess the money there. Double check and go through the sizes. If you have a size here that is really, really low on the listings, that's where you can do better on. Hustle Shark, what's going on? Yeah, we're talking Prestos right now. DC Rising, they don't make half prices for Prestos, do they? Yes, they do make half sizes for Prestos, because these are the newer ones. If you guys remember Prestos of the past, they had them actually by size, like small, medium, large, things like that. This is different. Now we're going by the actual men's size. And look, even though we picked 7.5, someone has on here the Presto Fly, which is different. Here's another one, Presto Flies, because I just put in the Presto Triple White. But these I've actually seen at Burlington, but in different colors. I haven't seen the white one. Here's another one of the Fly. Man, all these are the Fly. They're not even. We put the Presto Triple White. Let me go back. We'll sort by the style code and see what comes up. Let me see here. That in there. Right. 151, which actually took it down. We were at 230 before when I first put it in, 229, and then doing the style code, which that eliminated quite a bit. Okay, and 157. Now let's look at the sizes. Men's. I didn't find any in women's. I didn't find many in kids. Hustle Shark, I have a question on the Kobe's. Yeah, let me know. Put in the question. I can answer them. Let's go in here. 8. Man, 26, 9, 27. Let me see. 11, 12. That's what you're saying with the half sizes. I know I did pick up though a 9.5. This was a different one. Let me see. I think, man, which is the other one that I found? 7. I know 8 didn't do too bad either. The 8 one sold pretty quick too. I don't know if you guys have done the research. Every time I do research, this guy is always there. It's like every single shoe that I think I've ever looked up, this one is there. Well, who is this guy again? Impacting the game. Look at that feedback. 12,000. But I like about him, he doesn't go super. Some shoes he does go super cheap, but not all of them. Looks like he has 10 and 12s. Look like what he sold, but $89.99 for this one. Do free shipping. If you do have free shipping on this, more than likely you'll probably still make at least 18 to 22 bucks for this shoe. So that's what I'm saying. I would still double check on the sizes to see what's going on. But for the most part, I mean, 120, someone has it listed here, 89, 85. Everyone's kind of going in that range except for this one, 86. That's pretty low. But it's also stock photo. So, drummer, who is this guy? He's a shoe bandit. I have no clue who he is. But impacting the game, and he's from West Palm Beach, Florida. How many, you know what? Let's just go look through this guy's items because I want to see what's going on here. 2,800 results. Grade school 53. I remember seeing these. Hypervenom finish. There are those stand socks, which we've talked about before. Discus. You know what? I think Carlos was like, if this guy has it, then let's go. Then more than likely we can find it or something like that. Here are those Spizikes that we also talked about, not hustled the first one. He's selling it for $143. That's a really good price for him. I think they were what, $59.89 at Ross. A lot of the cleats. Here are the Ultra Boost mids, I think for the women. Hirachi, these might have been a Marshall's. Marshall's fine. Waffle racers, these sell really, really good. If you guys can see these. Hustle and Muscle, I thought you would have meet them in Florida. Secret account, I wish this was my secret account. This, I mean, 20 something hundred listings, 2,800 listings. Let's see what sold recently. Some of the A6 Carbon Elite TD, some of the older ones from Burlington. Wow, bags, $8.99 to $13.49. Bag only. No best offer on his listings. That's true too. Let's see, Stan socks. These Chris Webbers, I remember seeing these at Ross. Look at that, 152. That's a really good price for him that he got for these. I only found like one pair though at the time, and I think it was like a size 8. I didn't see too many of that one. Mr. Affapino, that can't be a one-man show. I have no clue if it is a one-man show or not. Interesting. There's the Kobe Elite Easter. He's selling them for 107, free shipping. I wonder how many of these he has left. Let's open a new tab. Wow. So 11, 11 and a half, and 13. All he has left for the Kobe's. Out of stock of all of the other ones. Man, he even had a size 15 at some point. I don't think I'd seen 15 in this one. 14 or 15. Hustle and muscle. I stock this guy. It's hilarious. Hey, we got to do the research on here. I think this is pretty good to see what else is going on and see what they're pricing at. But this guy has a really, really huge store. Those Webbers were selling out of Foot Locker for 65. That's good. That's good to know. Here it is right there. The Weber for 152. Let's go down. Sock Dart, 76 bucks. Paul George, I remember this one at Ross was $39.99. He's selling them for $89 to $98. What else? Flip the Switch Grade School, $80.99. How many of you still have some of the Grade School left? I remember quite a bit of people had the Flip the Switch left on there. Presto Grade School, we talked about that one. Some of the A6. These have to be some of the Burlington finds because Burlington has a lot of these. The 70 and 76 bucks. Most of them I think are what, $32.99 or $39.99. And then here we go. Here's the cleats, which we all know about these two. 49 to 53. These are what, $19.99. Definitely not a one-man show, as everybody's saying here. He's everywhere. Yeah, this guy, every single shoe that I think I've ever looked up, this guy has them on there. Wrap 6 just sold Flip the Switch on Go. Good there. Good flip. Good flip of Flip the Switch. Okay, where were we? Because now I got totally distracted with this guy. Okay, look at that. Over 1,100 results. I don't know how far back this goes. But yeah, I guess if this was one model store I always see, it's this guy. I wonder what his photos look like real quick before we go back. Pretty clean. Pretty clean view. All the... Whoa, it's kind of a weird side view. Bottoms. Yeah, not bad. I mean, it has all the doesn't have inside tag there, but I think for the most part it's got at least like 10 to 12 photos. So if there was one model store to look at there, this is a good one. This guy knows what he's doing, and check out that feedback. 99% positive with 12,000 feedback on there. Crazy. All right, let's go back. Oh yeah, we're talking about the Prestos. So triple white Prestos will still do good. Stay patient with these, but the triple black does way better than that. So 99. Some of these are still a little bit low, but 109. You are going to find them with the box. So 60. That was pre-owned, but look how sweet they look too in the photo. 99 on these. So you will get more money for them. I did sell the triple black. I only had the 3 pairs, like I told you guys. I sold that one out pretty quickly. Let's check out the solds and see what's going on for the Prestos. 99 here, 89, 99. I don't know if this has box or not. 114. So we're looking at a little bit better here. 93, 99. So there we go. Yeah, take a look. Marshalls, you can double check on these and see what they got out there. Let me go ahead and let me go ahead and click out of these and see what else is going to talk about. Oh yeah, random video game find. Mario Kart for the Wii. I got it at Goodwill for $2. And when I was doing the research, I was like, oh man, look at this listing. $5.50, buy now, free shipping. No game. I was like, man, look at these guys. Savages out there. No game. Let me see. What do you think are the best photos when you're listing shoes? Um, the best photos, what I like, going back to his, what I do like about let me see if I can let me see if I can go back. So the best photos is like you're getting every angle. Is like you're getting both of the outside parts of the shoe, inside part of the shoe, which they want to see here. And then I don't know about this angle is really that great or not. Definitely the backs. You do want to get the back part. And then this one too. I don't know. They're kind of a weird part here, but bottoms. I'd also get the inside tag part to show that an authentic. And those are kind of like the main parts that you really, really want to show. I mean, the toe box you can show, I guess, if there is a little bit of maybe like peeling or a little bit of issues with the gluing parts. Some of them, have maybe like little defects here and there. But other than that, those are pretty much the main angles you want to go. You want to go complete 360 so they can see all of that. Well, what I think what helps us, you're asking me about the background. What helps, I think, about the background on this too is that they don't look like all the other backgrounds, which sometimes if you have a clear white background, you look like all the other listings on there. Sometimes you look like a stock photo, which, I mean, it's good. You look that clean, but it also, when you're scrolling through them, what kind of gets your attention besides this guy in his car that just got him off Burlington, and then he was chilling, and then he's like, hey, I'm gonna list these on eBay real quick. But besides that, you're gonna look at the clean backgrounds. Like, I like this one. They're not white backgrounds. I like this. Obviously, we like this one. This one is a little too heavy, I think, on the, I guess, marketing his name. We have his name twice in the photo. I want to see the shoes. I don't want to see the guy's logo and his name. I want to see the actual shoe. But if you noticed, the ones that are lazy to not take the photo, look how quickly we can just scroll through these. 1, 2, 3, and there's probably some other just 4, 5 stock photos thrown in there. People want to see the actual shoe. They want to see what they're going to buy. Seeing the stock photo, these listings I wouldn't even really worry about. Like, if we're gonna compete with the other eBay and the market and going on there, I would not worry about these stock photos. Carpet I wouldn't do. What is this? This looks like a big blanket towel or something. Let's see this one. Sammy, 9 feedback. Yeah, it looks like a big big blanket or something. I mean, it got my attention for the wrong reasons, but there we go. I disagree. I haven't seen a difference in sales using stock photos and using actual photos. I mean, the only thing that bothers me with the stock photos is just that I know that people have gotten the the Vero, and they've gotten their listings taken down because of the stock photos. Now that's a totally different reason, things like that. That's really what I don't want, for anybody to get their own I guess their listings taken down because they don't own the actual stock photo. Nike technically owns it, or the photographer that they work with that took the photo own it, and that's why some of these have gotten taken down from the Vero eBay part. And I don't really want that to happen to anybody. So that's what I'm saying. It is better. I mean, some of the clear backgrounds do help, but that could happen. Elliot, I think to a certain point, the feedback is more important. The feedback is definitely important. I mean, you're spot on in that. The feedback is going to be a huge factor on here. That's one of the reasons why impacting the game so much, is because his feedback is out of control. 12,000 positives and going forward. I mean, that's out of control. He's doing really, really good compared to this person who does have 9. They're going to struggle at this point. Even though this is 100, it still is very, very low. And when you have that trust in the seller, then that's obviously going to help you big time. So yeah, I agree on that. Let me see. Let other chumps have bad photos. I can sell mine. That's hilarious. Let me go up. Well, Mario Kart, I was just going to show the game. That's not really that important. Let's talk about what was the other one I wanted to talk about here? The cleats. So these are older cleats back in the day. We're gonna go back to the Kobe's, but these are older cleats back in the day. And the funny thing is, there was a similar one here that only I know 2 or 3 people that found the men's. I don't know what it was, like a limited one at Burlington, and they were selling for like crazy money, like 600 plus. I never found them, but they were selling really, really good. Let me check the completeds. I don't know which one it was though. I don't I don't think it was Touch of Gold, 'cause I think those came out recently. If you guys know which one it was, Burlington, but they were selling really, really good, but not that many people have found them. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one it was. I can't remember them, but that would have been really, really cool to find and show for that one. But check out that one, man. You know what? It might have been. I know for sure that it was a numbered shoe, but best offer of $1,000. It was numbered. The numbered ones are out of control, but some people did find them at Burlington. Let me go back. Does in what top rated seller have an impact? It does. I don't know. Well, I don't know. That's a tricky question. It does and it doesn't. I think the feedback in general is going to help you the most compared to having the top rated seller little badge and things on there, because I've still made a lot of sales without it, and then with it, maybe I've seen a little bit more at the time, but either way, I think still having that trust is definitely going to help. Just the feedback in general. Sharp Seller, what's up? Let me see. I think it listed some cleats, took some pics of some fake grass, which look like, I'm not sure if it's good as I think it does. I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see. It might do really, really well with the different grass background compared to the white backgrounds. Might stick out. So let's talk about going back to the Kobe's. All right, what's the strategy on here? If you did find these, do you leave them in store? Do you take them? Do you spend the money? Remember, we're talking about $59.99 plus tax. So I think I spent, I'll put it in the chat, I think it came out to $64.11. So the 12 pairs all at once came out to, I have my receipt. Let me see. Came out to $779.28. And Burlington gives you 30 days to return if anything happens. I guess if you cannot sell in this reseller case. So I spent in total with the other 4 pairs probably about $850 for all the pairs. So Mr. Affipino says, I'll take them all if I can find them. So let's talk about the strategy part. Let's go back to the listings and why you would or wouldn't take them. Because I've gotten this question. Oh, Hustle and Muscle, sales tax 8%. Oh, it also depends on where you're living. Because I've also gotten DMs and emails about the shoe that they found them, kind of interested, hey, if they should buy them or not, which is totally up to you. If you have the capital, yes, buy them and you hold out. And the reason why I would hold out, also talking about Q4 time, I have no issue with holding on to these until Q4 time to get the right amount of money. Let's go back to this. So $107.99. Let's do the math. $107.99 and minus our 13%, we're looking at $93.09 minus, he did offer free shipping, but it is brand new without the box. Let's say what? The least 8, the most probably 12. Unless it's going super far, you would go to 14, but let's say 12 on average, minus 12. If you're somewhat around my area, let's see, Texas, or same 8% sales tax, 8.25. Yeah. Then you're looking at $64.11. So right now this person here is making $16.98 profit per pair. Now, it's totally up to you what your business model is, right? $16.98 is what he's making per pair. Keep in mind what this guy's also what his game plan is, though, is volume. So at one point, it looks like he had plus the 10%. So he had them even higher and then took a discount 10% off. But he's doing a volume game. Volume game, I guess you can look at it similar to maybe like an Amazon FBA part, to where you're selling a whole bunch of a certain shoe and everything, and he's willing to take less because he wants to keep reinvesting and turning the money. 1698 is very, very low. Everyone's business model is different, but yes, he has volume, like Mr. Hafapino said. Let's say you wait out. Let's go back. Now, 99, 96 free shipping. They're making what? 96. Let me go back. 96. We're looking at this person right here. 96 minus 13%, minus, let's say, 12 for shipping, minus the 64.11 you're paying. That's $7.41 profit. Definitely, this is someone that wants to get rid of them. Same thing here, same thing here. Free shipping, $95.99. Here's the thing to remember, like we talked about this, the three factors that came into play. Number one, Kobe 11s are not going to come out anymore. We're only going to do Kobe ADs from here on out if they're new releases. Number two, these came out a little bit at Ross, but I didn't see too many of them. When you're left with only one store that has them, you can play that to your advantage, because Ross, Burlington, Nike Outlet, when all of them have them combined, that makes it extremely hard. That's why, of course, we saw LeBron 13 was not a good model. It was still at $79.99, and all four of the stores had them. Now, that's the case. You're going to see, obviously, a flood of them, also because they didn't sell that great. When only one of the stores has them, I still like that chance and that opportunity to sell them, to not see them flood the market like they did. And right now we're at what? 263. In the reality of it, 263, but we're scattered in sizes. What scattered sizes do we have? Looks like 10.5, we're at 35, 11, we're at 32. Check that out, 12.5, which is always that weird size, only have one. 8, which some of the 8s were out there actually at 5, 8.5 at 10. So even then, certain sizes you can look at. 11 is going to be the most popular, but also the most popular people are buying. 11s are the best performance shoes in the Kobe line. That's from our boy Hustle B in the house. That's very true. But we talked about where was it, Don Hustle, how the Kobe USA had been selling very, very quickly too. So if this is the case, yes, where would I be pricing at, or where should you be pricing at if you wanted to list them? Let's play the numbers. We know we're going to do more than this. This 98 part, these are going to sell. They're going to sell, and let's say 3 or 4 months down the road from now, what is the pricing going to look like? We don't know. We have to start somewhere. Still have a ton of soccer cleats, and even the soccer cleats, I'm going to put that one as an example, because we already know. We already know about that, right? Material vapor. Look at these results. Still, we're at 637 results compared to a higher end Kobe Easter that we're looking at 263 the results. Almost 3 times the results of what this shoe was. And even then, this shoe, I think a month and a half ago, I sold for $95 or $90 for the same ones, brand new without the box. And let's look at the completeds. Hustle B, those are my favorite. Oh man. So this is what, May 5th, today, ended recently. Someone sold it with the box and the bag, $150. Buy it now, free shipping. All right, let me go. I thought we said completeds. That just ended. That didn't complete. That didn't sell. Look, $89.99. This is the one new other. Also, of course, depending on the size. What kind of size this person have? So they sold the 8, 9.5, 10. They sold the 8. That was at $89.99. 50, 60. So this right here is telling you also on the I don't know. I think also just different things come into play when even if you look at the photos. This person is putting the shoes on the sheets. The photos aren't really that great. They only have 4 photos. Really good feedback. I mean, it's building it up, but they also want to sell them and get rid of them. That's why they have them priced at the 50 range. Now, this person, bigger feedback, 100% feedback. Obviously, is being around longer, and has, of course, like their little logo thing here, but and is waiting it out. They're waiting it out the patient game, and they're getting $90 for them. Let's go back down. 56, 54. I don't know that you were talking about. Who was telling me about the turf thing? I think it's kind of cool with the little turf background. 64, 89.99. Here's another $90 one. 49, 35. I mean, here's another one. 89, brand new without the box, plus the 10 shipping. They got the 100. I mean, the money is out there. We can't say that all of them are just gonna deplete and go to nothing, but 578 results did sell. And then the ones that are currently listed, 3 times the amount as the Kobe's, 637 results, but yet some of the sellers are getting the 90 to 100 range. Depends on the person, but depends on the capital, how patient they are, and how that works. So let's go back and let's play the numbers game on, let's say we're selling them at, I mean, what was the retail on this? That was a good question. The retail on these Kobe's. I don't think we're going to find anybody with original. Here we go. Original box. Let's see. Original box, $200 retail for them. Let's see. Let's say you're going 150 for them. 150 minus 13%, brand new without the box, minus the 12, you do free shipping, minus the 64.11. You're making 54.39 profit. Waiting it out. More than likely that would come around during Q4 range. That was priced at the 150 range. Let's say you're going 140 minus 13%, minus the shipping. If you do free shipping, minus 64.11. There we go. 45.69. And then if you did 130 minus 13%, minus 12, minus the price, 36.99. So even then, I think the 130 part are kind of pushing it there for the 36, but the 150 range, like what this person has right here, even this one here, 144, those are the better prices that they're probably going to get out. Let's see the completeds though. What are they actually, what have some of the other ones been selling at that point? Let's see. Sold and ended recently. Man, I think this person really wanted to get out. 79 plus the $8. 96, 99. Here's our guy. Here's our boy. Impacting the game, son. 107. Going down, going down. 117 for this person, which went up a little bit. 100. 99. Sorry, I'm going quick. Wow. 67.49. Free shipping. All right, let's go back down. 109. How'd this get in here? And then here we go, which was what? Brand new, without the box, April 26th, which is not very long ago, 149.95. And this is very true. Like what Hustlebee was saying, flooded is over 1K listings. Flooded, I mean, man, at 1,000 listings, that is a lot. The other one was what? The purple was at 600, 637. Here we're at 200 something. You know the other ones are going to sell pretty quickly. At 200 something listings, we're nowhere near our mercurial vapor level. And this one sold for the 149 April 26th. So definitely the money is still there. Even at this guy, 117, even sold more than some of the other ones that were giving them away for $67.49. I actually lost money on this one if they did pick it up brand new without the box at Burlington. The purple had 1,500 at its highest. It's out of control. That's from Hustleby. And he should know because he has like a whole team of purple purple vapors out there. So let me know in the comments before we go. That was kind of a was that already almost an hour? We're only like 8 minutes out. Then again, we did have technical difficulties in the very beginning, but let me get out of this. Okay, so let me know in the comments. I do believe the 140 to 150 range is a great price for them. Leave them there, stay patient, and then down the road when you know October, November, December, that's where you're going to see more of them. But you might even sell them before those type of months because there's only 200 something listings. If you want to compare them to the bigger different cleats and stuff that are out there, 1,500 listings, like what else will be said, or over 1,000 at one point. Now it's down to 800, whatever. And now here the Kobe is at 200 something. So let me see. I sold over 100 pair of the purple ones. There we go. Found multicolor Flyknit Racer at Marshall's for 60, sold for 140 each. That one also probably would have been another one of those things, Flyknit Racers, how we did see a bunch of them that came out, and then down the road they did sell. You know what? There was one guy. Let me see. Where is he that he was telling me in Carlos? Let me see if I could find him. See if I can find the shoe. If you have any other questions, let me know. But man, where is it? Pre-owned. Yeah, look, here it is. Let me show you guys this one real quick. Go out and impact the game. I know. Let me show you this. Where are we? Screen share. So, oh man, this one is out of control because I don't know if you guys remember this shoe. This was probably about what, 6 months ago? Grade school shoe. Nike Zoom KD9 Fire and Ice. Grade school. 5Y. $150. Let me go down. And first I was like, okay. But because someone had told me like, oh, I remember that the KD Fire and Ice? And I was like, oh, I remember that shoe. Yeah, they're selling for big money. And I was like, what? And I was like, I remember that shoe. All these are pre-owned, and some of these are just too small. This is toddler. But there's another one here, look. Where was it? Fire and Ice 5. This is youth. 93, one bid and 1180 shipping. And then there was another one here too. 6.5Y, $95. And it's a grade school shoe. All these are toddlers, so we can't really count those. But another, I guess, part of the market where things do get a little crazy, and this one didn't get anywhere near crazy as compared to like the purple Mercurials or anything like that. But for a grade school find, you really have to have the patience game, I think, for grade school compared to men's. Because the men's, you can sell them. It's different. But for grade school for kids, 95, and these were the ones that were what, 39 or they were 34.99 at 1.2 at Ross. Those another one. There's a 151 that we talked about earlier. So pretty crazy. Terry, you should get Impact the Game on the show. I don't know. I'd have to contact them and see. A lot of sellers, of course, don't want to like be on YouTube and things like that. But maybe I can contact him and see through eBay and see what he says. But be kind of cool. I hate grade school. That's the point. A lot of people hate grade school. But 150 and another one. This was another one too. That it was one of those things where people backed out really, really quickly because of how the market was going. And then here's the 93, the other one for 95, and look, another one, 150. All these are pre-owned, but gives it a show. You never know. Down the road, the money and the market, how it just goes up and down, up and down, and then the ones that get out of it, that's where they're left with. So, how to get out of limited PayPal? Um, PayPal and eBay, you have to call them each individually. They're probably going to ask you questions and trying to figure that out. But it might also be because of the new seller and trying to get out of it. But I would call them, try to get customer service to help you first, before trying to do anything else to try to get out of that limited PayPal. They might want you to have a certain amount of, I don't know, sales and things like that. But call them. Same thing with the eBay thing. If you're limited on your listings, how many you can list, call them. They're gonna ask you questions. Like, what are your goals? How long you've been selling? What are you looking to do? And then they can bump your listings up from there, the eBay side. Half a Pino covering up his main page, impacting the game. I wish. For real. We all wish. That's well, I do and I don't, because I do like how many listings that guy's just like nonstop consistent. He might have a plug, he might not, might be a one-man show, might not be, might be a full team. That's a lot of listings, getting all those on there. But at the same time, what do the numbers look like? He made really good numbers on the Waffle Racer, didn't make great numbers on the Kobe's if we're looking at $16. But then again, we talked about volume game. That's what you're into. So that's it, guys. I think we're going to Merch Minds podcast. That's going to be on Monday. Tuesday, we have the next part of Out Hustled, where you can see Mr. Halfapino himself and see him on the video. And then Wednesday, we're going to go live again, me and the B. We have pretty good news and big news coming for DC on what we're going to do. And it's going to be different types of meetups and things going on. DC's coming up already in 2 weeks. And if you haven't signed up, go sign up. hustlerhacks.com/East Coast. DC, ready to go. And we'll meet you guys out there too. So see you guys, and a whole new slew of videos for this week. Go out and get it.